frightening, eerie, creepy. No, I'm not talking about my dating life, but Halloween. You know, I've reviewed plenty of spooky games in the past, but this year I'm on a deadline, so there's going to be no gimmicks. I have to give out candy and rolls of pennies to trick-or-treaters. So that means this time there'll be no demonic NESs, no floating Frank heads, and to be totally safe, I went ahead and took the batteries out of this bowl. I thought I did. Well, it's been a while since I reviewed a TurboGrafx-16 game, so I thought, it's Halloween, why don't I review the most famous horror game that came out on the console? I'm talking about Splatterhouse, I mean Night Creatures. I already reviewed Splatterhouse on the Famicom, so that counts technically, right? No? Well, it's not my fault you never saw it.
Night Creatures, developed by Manley & Associates and published by NEC in 1992, the same NEC that manufactured the TurboGrafx-16 and published most of the North American game library. Check this guy out, he's ripped! I'm feeling ab-shamed over here. Gotta eat less candy. Here's the spooky story. Hecate, the Queen of Darkness, has bitten you, gradually turning you into a monster, with the transformation displayed on screen here. You have the mark of the bat upon you. I'm taking medication for that, honey buns. We talked about this in bed. I must not come any closer to you. That's what she said. Yeah, no joke, that's what she said. She just said it. This side-scrolling action game has some adventure elements. You can travel to almost all of the 10 or so different areas from the start, and you can acquire items and weapons from exploring or from characters in the town. But the player can gain the ability to transform into other animals, which seems cool in theory, but we'll see about it in practice. But you start out with just a fist attack, and are swarmed immediately by giant rats and bats. No cats though. And this is a constant barrage. It doesn't let up. Thankfully, many enemies drop health pickups, and you'll need them because your health will drain very quickly. To stand a true chance, you'll need to find some weapons, but it's up to you where to go. You can go either left or right from the start. If you go to the right, you'll come to a forest and get your ass quickly stomped by a werewolf, since they are impervious to your fist attack. Let's take a look again at that werewolf. Oh, looking little manly or werewolfy. Sexy wolf calves. Wonder if they have an OnlyFans. Or wouldn't that be furry fans? I'm not going to check to see if that's a thing.
What a great joke. I'm sure that's not foreshadowing anything.
So instead of using your man hands, you'll have to use the axe laying on the ground to kill the wolves. The first and only hint in-game that you need to use specific weapons for specific enemies. And this will only get more annoying as you progress. Some enemy weaknesses are told to the player via the manual, but some you'll have to guess at or discover on your own, usually after taking damage or dying in the process. At least in a game like Mega Man, you don't have to change your weapon every 20 seconds during the stages, just only at the bosses for an edge. Wait, am I saying I'd rather be playing a Mega Man game than this? Scary! You can acquire other items like a few different talismans, which are supposed to ward off enemies but don't seem useful, and there are pieces of food you can drop to lure certain creatures. However, this is all mere window dressing to try and cover up core game design issues. Night Creatures does not have a linear structure. You're dropped into the deep end of this swimming pool of horror, not knowing what to do or where to go. You can travel to and explore about 10 different areas of the game if you can reach them, but you'll need to figure out the proper order in order to get the right weapons and powers to proceed. So the first time I played this, I went to the left. Why not go to the left? And I went into the graveyard. Punch those monster nards. Let's enter this tomb. More bats, awesome, and flying skulls that you'll bounce off of until you die. Game over? You only get one life, and although you do get a few continues, they are not enough due to the extreme difficulty at the start. Here's the sword, which is better than fisting. Wait, what? The annoying part is pausing the game to switch between weapons. That'll happen a lot in the game, so get used to it. Now I gotcha. What the fudge? My sword swung through them. Dead again? Picked up the gun. Nice. This is fun and it should not be this difficult to climb stairs to get the hell out of this tomb. If you haven't noticed by now, most enemies don't have an interesting behavior or pattern. They just walk or fly towards you. Well, I guess the axe isn't good for these zombies. Are you having fun yet? Isn't this fun? This game is Castlevania for assholes. Let's try the crossbow. Well, that works. But Future Pad is trying to warn me about something. Something, I can feel it, but I don't know what he's trying to say. Screw off, future Pat. I'll figure it out. Now I'm at this pumpkin dude who's obliterating me. The pumpkin head boss is actually unbeatable unless you have the oil lamp special weapon, which the manual does point out. But it's possible to not have the oil lamp when you first stumble in here because you have no idea or clue where anything is located until you discover it. So this would be an automatic death as it is here. If this happens, just reset and start the game over from scratch. And that's one of the main issues with night creatures. This trial and error to artificially elongate the experience and make it seem like it's a smart game when it's dumber than a bag of rat turds. Look at this Charleston Chew garbage. The sword's not having any effect on this wraith. Alright, so you should really start the game by going to the right. Kill rats and bats and you'll have your first encounter with Thick Village Mama! The tree monster is the first main boss you should encounter that you can actually kill. Just whack it with the axe and it's done. Thick Village Mama shows up to grant you the power to transform into a wolf, which sucks eggs, and you shouldn't do it since it's a short little bite and it quickly drains your health. Alright, I got a spear. This should help me. Or not. Fluffer Snickers. I got to the witch. This should be easy? Yep, holy water does the trick. Thanks, manual. Thick Village Mama! Then gives you the power to turn into a bear. Not that type of bear, you perv. Just like the wolf, there's limited usefulness for this. Once you make your way back to the village, a random-ass old man will give you the oil lamp. Wait a second. Is that Tung Fu Ru from Fatal Fury? Obscure video game character reference! You use the oil lamp to kill Pumpkinhead. One-shot death. These boss battles are a joke. No dodging, no patterns to worry about. Thick Village Mama! Then gives you the owl transformation power, where you can fly around and deliver letters to Hogwarts. But you only need this power for one area of the game, here in the cemetery, to enter the tomb, for like 3 seconds. This is it. Why couldn't these powers be designed to, I don't know, be useful throughout the entire game? You know, maybe have stages where you can traverse them in more than one way using the powers. Maybe the bear can knock out a thing of honey that gets in your way. Oh, Pat, don't be silly. You don't know more than the legendary Manley and Associates, the folks behind Dino Park Tycoon, the DOS port of Ninja Gaiden 2, and Wild Snake. In this tomb, you battle flying skulls until you get to this brunette. Oh, how graphic. She explodes and organs spin around her head as they come straight for you.
You know, as far as my interactions with brunettes have historically gone, that's about average.
Oh god, well that was tough. Let me try again, and this time I'll use the gun. I'm sure this strategy won't come back to haunt me later in the game. You get it? Haunt me? Yeah. Thick Village Mama! Gives you the badger power, which is both cute and pathetic. Once you can transform into the badger, you're ready for the final part of the game. You make your way to the catacombs. By now you'll probably have the club, which you can use to take out the zombie. But not this ghost. Still with this bullshit! Now's the time to switch to the badger to crawl underneath this little area. Badger? I actually need this stinking badger! And that's all you need the little guy for. Now it's a brutal push to the final boss area. Run away! Run away! Night Creatures Pro Tip! You can get all your health back by going back and forth between the two screens here. Do you think the TurboGrafx tip line would tell you that if you called up?
I wonder if that tip line's still operational. Hello, Turbo Team? Pat the NES Punk here. Tell me something. Why did you release Night Creatures in North America, but not Street Fighter 2? I think that would have sold quite a few copies. You did it to troll me. Just a prank, bro? Is this the Freddy Krueger hotline?
There are 5 mini-bosses you have to face in a row. The first is the Cerberus. You just have to whack that doggy a handful of times. But it's annoying since it runs away when you swing. Whack that doggo, whack him. Next is the scary chicken lady that you have to smack as she flies overhead. But now the harsh lesson. The next 3 bosses will slowly lumber towards you with no real pattern or dodging to be done. First is Medusa. Defeating Snakehead will take a couple of crossbow arrows or gunshots. Exciting. Next is a Hydra dino thing that takes a few hits before going extinct. And then you arrive at Whip Woman. Say, nice fishnets. Does she like the Sega Genesis? What's her OnlyFans? She may be a cutie, but I'm out of arrows and gun ammo. Well, I do have spears, which do nothing. I can try and toe punch her, but nope. These puzzling boss battles require the gun and crossbow to defeat them. But unlike some other enemies, the manual does not indicate this. Remember when I used some shots earlier in the game just to survive? Yeah, that was it. That was game over at that point, but I had no idea. That's like when you rip up the plant at the beginning of Return to Zork instead of digging it up with a knife. I know, right? So Night Creatures punishes you later in the game for trying out and using other weapons earlier just to stay alive. How are players supposed to know this? Trial and error. The credo of Capcom. I mean Manley and Associates. But wait, wasn't the bear supposed to be able to kill anything? Maybe I can try clawing the Hydra to save ammo. Nope. You lied! Thick Village Maybe GameFAQs has a solution I'm missing. Shockingly, there's only one walkthrough listed on the site, and it's from 2004. Man, I'm feeling ab-shamed again, this time by impressive ASCII art. This walkthrough says that holy water can hurt fishnet babe. No luck there. Damn you, dark_fact! Maybe the adorable badger can work? No dice. Do you realize what this means? It means that I have to start all over again playing this and conserve my ammo then to get past this section at the end. I have trick-or-treaters waiting. I'd rather eat a pizza topped with good and plenty than play through this again.
Why didn't Pat from 6 minutes and 43 seconds ago listen to me? What a douchebag!
Alright, here goes nothing. And by nothing, I mean pain. I made it all the way back again. Cerberus, you're dog meat. Bird Lady, you're now a hot wing special. Medusa, go back to harassing that kid in the toga. Hydra, go back to harassing, nude dudes. The Fury Babe is up next. This is gonna be an epic battle. Oh no, one hit and that's it. One goddamn hit. Here's the final boss, Hecate, the Queen of Darkness. She shows up as your bae until you turn into the wolf, which the manual tells you to, and the only time it's needed. A few bites later, and that's it. One final cutscene reunites you with your gal pal and, oh, creepy! Night Creatures is one of the worst TurboGrafx-16 games. It suffers from an unfair difficulty curve, useless power-ups, and ridiculously easy boss battles. As long as you have the proper weapon, of course. It is one of the poorest designed console games I have ever played, which is a shame considering there are a few positives. The graphics are pretty good and atmospheric, and I like the enemy character designs. The music is pretty alright as well. And the best part about this experience is that I never have to play this monstrosity again after this review is done.
That wraps up this review. See? A non-gimmick Halloween video. And you all said I couldn't do it. Alright, go eat some candy corn and have a happy Halloween. Wait, why did I decide to turn this way? I never use this angle. Is something going on behind me? Am I even in focus still?
Daddy!
What the hell is that?
It's time I turned up for some Halloween fun.
What in the Reese's Pieces fuck? Who are you?
I'm Wolf Daddy 92.
Wolf Daddy!
Why? Just why? Why are you here?
I'm here to spice up your video.
No! I just wanted a normal video this year. Wait, why are you wearing my id Software sweatshirt?
Wolf Daddy's favorite game is Wolfenstein 3D.
Wolf Daddy!
Favorite movie?
Teen Wolf.
80s song?
Hungry like the wolf.
Favorite NBA team?
Timberwolves. Just kidding, Miami Heat.
Alright, it's time to stop ab-shaming me. Just go!
Can Wolf Daddy plug his OnlyFans?
No, you can't plug your OnlyFans!
OnlyFans.com/WolfDaddy92.
Just get out!
Until we meet again, Pat, the Wolf Daddy bids you farewell. Ow!
Wolf Daddy!
Well, that was totally unexpected. But you know what? Wolf Daddy 92 is in pretty good shape. Not bad. Not bad for a retro game reviewer. I mean werewolf. Werewolf, yeah. Intermittent fasting. Sweet furry god. Can I plug my OnlyFans? Hello, Turbo Team? Is your refrigerator running? It is? Well, you've been running through my mind all day. Just a prank, bro! Okay, alright. Is something going on behind me? Am I in focus still?